Hi, Leonor here, and I realized I forgot to complete required number one, part B. So in order to calculate the degree of operating leverage, we need to take the contribution margin in dollars, total dollars, and divide it by the net operating income. So we can do that. Contribution margin is 300,000 and the net operating income is also 300,000. Interesting. So let me put a line in there so you can see that we're really dividing. So our degree of operating leverage is 1. And if you turn to page 216 in your textbook, all the way at the top, the authors define operating leverage as a multiplier. And they suggest that if the leverage is high or a larger number, a small percentage increase in sales can produce a much larger percentage increase in net operating income. So what does that really mean? That a change of 10% in the sales will result in a change of 10% of the net operating income. So there's the answer. Again, it's on page 216, and the authors can define it much better than myself. So let's move on to the required number 2. So this is our old information. And number 2 says that due to an increase in labor rates, our variable expenses will increase by $3 per ball. So I'm going to add $3 to our variable expense. It also says that the ball remains constant at $25. So we'll keep that constant. That will change our contribution margin, 25 less 18, to $7. And if you remember from the last problem, we set up the percentage change as sales being 100%. Therefore, in order to calculate the contribution margin, we take the new contribution margin of 7 and divide it by the $25. So, with an increase in variable expense of $3, that will change the contribution margin, and the new contribution margin ratio will be 28%. Then it says, let's calculate break even. And again, as you know, I enjoy calculating break even, and I do it from the bottom up. I reverse engineer it. So at break even, the contribution margin must equal fixed expenses. Voila. And we use the percentage, the contribution margin percentage, to calculate total sales. So we use the 210 divided by 28%, and our total sales will be $750,000. Now we take our total sales, $750,000, and we divide it by the per unit cost, and the solution, or the answer, is 30,000 balls. So that would be, with the new contribution margin ratio, the break-even point now changes to 30,000. So I'll go ahead and do some more examples, but for right now, Leonor out.